Good morning, it's John. It's the 5:30 drive, number 59. It is Monday after Thanksgiving, the 26th of November. It's an awesome day today. Hey, I'm at Lifetime Fitness, trying to get up a little bit earlier now, working towards that. But let me tell you, I'm going to talk about compassion today. And compassion's awesome. I think it's one of the most important things in life. I'm going to tell a little story about compassion in my life that happened to me that made me kind of realize more about compassion. Compassion is something we can learn. By paying attention to people around us, we can learn to be compassionate. You walk into a coffee shop at the same time every day, and you may never look at the person in the eye. You may never make contact. As far as you're concerned, they're just a cash register with arms. They're standing there and a piece of furniture. Maybe look them in the eye and ask them, how are you? By paying attention to others and asking about their feelings and how are you doing and how's your day, and really meaning it, not just making conversation, you can become compassionate. I think it's so important. Good morning, Steve, Rex. How are you guys, my hometown buddies? Annika Welch, good morning. So that's what I want to ask. How can you be more compassionate? I want to tell a little story about my friend Brad James. He came to visit me in Seattle. He's my best friend when I was in Denver. He came to visit me when I was living in Seattle on Mercer Island and spent about 4 days with me. Then he went back home, and I flew in and spent time with him. And he was kind of down and feeling down, and we talked on the phone a few times, and I get a phone call from my friend Mike, and it said, "Good morning, Jeff Schindler." And he said, "Hey, Brad took his own life today." And I was like, unbelievable. What happened? So as I sat down, I walked out on my front porch, and I sat down, and I just started bawling, and I was crying. And it was probably, and my son, who was 7 years old at the time, Hunter, about 8 years ago, had never seen me cry. I tried to hide from him. I went outside. I was on a little front porch, and I was out there just bawling my eyes out. And he sat down next to me, didn't say a word, and just started crying. He was bawling his eyes out, looking at me, and I'm crying and looking at him. And we sat there and cried together for probably 5 minutes. And he put his arm around me, and I put my arm around him, and we just sat there. And to me, that was just innocent, true compassion. And I think it's important that we're compassionate. And that was a natural compassion. Hunter hadn't seen me cry before, and he was so upset that I was crying that it made him cry. And it's kind of crazy how that works. But the way to learn compassion is to pay close attention to people around you. See their smiles, see their sad, ask them how they're doing, ask them what you can do for them, and have true, sincere, real conversations. So let's go out today and try to be compassionate to someone around you. Try to show them love, show them you care, show them empathy, smile. The person behind the counter at the coffee shop or at the dry cleaners, they're not a register with arms, they're a real person. Ask them how they're doing, look them in the eyes, make real contacts. So, hey, good morning, Red Alger. So that's my, and Heather, how are you this morning, Heather Archibald? So that's my message to you guys today. Go out and show some compassion somewhere. Someone you've never really met before, but you see a lot, go out there and meet them. Ask them about themselves, ask them about their day. Have true, heartfelt compassion for people. So that's the one for today, guys. Hey, I love you very much. I'm glad you're here, and you're going to have an awesome day. Thanks, and have a great week. I'll talk to you later. See you tomorrow morning at 5:30.